Novel ideas require technological innovations. And these innovations birth from thorough research that is both sensible and sustainable. HFCL delivers industry-leading network solutions globally. In today's age of digital transformation, businesses need superior connectivity to collect, process, and share infinite amounts of information. HFCL's award-winning optical fiber cables make that happen by packing more fiber than ever in limited duct spaces. And with more fiber comes uninterrupted data transmission of exabytes of data that travels at the speed of light through the network. Our cutting-edge optical fiber cables form the backbone of telecom transport, aggregation, and edge networks. Combined with high-capacity routers and managed switches, they create a robust infrastructure. Our point-to-point and point-to-multipoint unlicensed band radios ensure reliable backhauling for 5G macro radio units and 4G networks, complemented by last-mile solutions like small cells and Wi-Fi access points, enhancing consumer experiences. Fiber-like connectivity with 5G fixed wireless access customer premise equipment and home mesh routers contributes to every aspect of the network, supported by efficient and world-class services. These heterogeneous networks offer a seamless and versatile network environment that adapts to unique user needs and device requirements, covering high user density urban areas, public venues, smart cities, industrial applications, mobile offloading, and remote connectivity. This traffic is then harmoniously routed and transported from the cell site to the core with HFCL's aggregation routers. Leveraging the power of disaggregation for extensive indoor and outdoor use case applications. These applications solve Herculean challenges for telcos and enterprises with the help of HFCL's Global Systems Integration Solutions. We create dedicated, secure, and high-performance private 5G network solutions that are rigorously tested and certified at our in-house 5G lab. HFCL's R&D Centers of Excellence, based out of Bengaluru, Gurugram, and Hyderabad, offers state-of-the-art facilities for collaborative research and fierce innovations. And our flexible solutions portfolio makes it much easier for partners to build and create new solutions that fit and fix all problem statements. Solving problem statements with numerous projects undertaken in the public telecommunication, railway communication, and defense communication. HFCL builds the nation's backbone with airtight networks. And airtight takes a whole new form when applied at the line of defense. We serve the Defense Forces with HFCL's proprietary custom-made solutions, empowering self-reliance. Self-reliance is only possible when implemented at the last mile, where the mile covers millions of unconnected souls. We bridge the digital divide in the deepest layers of our society with a three-pronged focused approach: healthcare, education, community, and rural development. Our trusted end-to-end solutions continuously help us expand internationally in over 60 countries. Our global presence spans over Asia, North and South Americas, Australia, Africa, Europe, and the Middle East. These valuable impacts come to fruition with our diversified people of over 4,000 who are welcome from all walks of life. Together, we fathom the unfathomable. Fierce tech for a faster tomorrow. HFCL delivers industry-leading network solutions globally. Novel ideas require technological innovations. And these innovations birth from thorough research that is both sensible and sustainable. HFCL delivers industry-leading network solutions globally. In today's age of digital transformation, businesses need superior connectivity to collect, process, and share infinite amounts of information. HFCL's award-winning optical fiber cables make that happen by packing more fiber than ever in limited duct spaces. And with more fiber comes uninterrupted data transmission of exabytes of data that travels at the speed of light through the network. Our cutting-edge optical fiber cables form the backbone of telecom transport, aggregation, and edge networks. Combined with high-capacity routers and managed switches, they create a robust infrastructure. Our point-to-point and point-to-multipoint unlicensed band radios ensure reliable backhauling for 5G macro radio units and 4G networks, complemented by last-mile solutions like small cells and Wi-Fi access points, enhancing consumer experiences. Fiber-like connectivity with 5G fixed wireless access customer premise equipment and home mesh routers contributes to every aspect of the network, supported by efficient and world-class services. These heterogeneous networks offer a seamless and versatile network environment that adapts to unique user needs and device requirements, covering high user density urban areas, public venues, smart cities, industrial applications, mobile offloading, and remote connectivity. This traffic is then harmoniously routed and transported from the cell site to the core with HFCL's aggregation routers. Leveraging the power of disaggregation for extensive indoor and outdoor use case applications. These applications solve Herculean challenges for telcos and enterprises with the help of HFCL's Global Systems Integration Solutions. We create dedicated, secure, and high-performance private 5G network solutions that are rigorously tested and certified at our in-house 5G lab. HFCL's R&D Centers of Excellence, based out of Bengaluru, Gurugram, and Hyderabad, offers state-of-the-art facilities for collaborative research and fierce innovations. And our flexible solutions portfolio makes it much easier for partners to build and create new solutions that fit and fix all problem statements. Solving problem statements with numerous projects undertaken in the public telecommunication, railway communication, and defense communication. HFCL builds the nation's backbone with airtight networks. And airtight takes a whole new form when applied at the line of defense. We serve the Defense Forces with HFCL's proprietary custom-made solutions, empowering self-reliance. Self-reliance is only possible when implemented at the last mile, where the mile covers millions of unconnected souls. We bridge the digital divide in the deepest layers of our society with a three-pronged focused approach: healthcare, education, community, and rural development. Our trusted end-to-end solutions continuously help us expand internationally in over 60 countries. Our global presence spans over Asia, North and South Americas, Australia, Africa, Europe, and the Middle East. These valuable impacts come to fruition with our diversified people of over 4,000 who are welcome from all walks of life. Together, we fathom the unfathomable. Fierce tech for a faster tomorrow. HFCL delivers industry-leading network solutions globally. Novel ideas require technological innovations. And these innovations birth from thorough research that is both sensible and sustainable. HFCL delivers industry-leading network solutions globally. In today's age of digital transformation, businesses need superior connectivity to collect, process, and share infinite amounts of information. HFCL's award-winning optical fiber cables make that happen by packing more fiber than ever in limited duct spaces. And with more fiber comes uninterrupted data transmission of exabytes of data that travels at the speed of light through the network. Our cutting-edge optical fiber cables form the backbone of telecom transport, aggregation, and edge networks. Combined with high-capacity routers and managed switches, they create a robust infrastructure. Our point-to-point and point-to-multipoint unlicensed band radios ensure reliable backhauling for 5G macro radio units and 4G networks, complemented by last-mile solutions like small cells and Wi-Fi access points, enhancing consumer experiences. Fiber-like connectivity with 5G fixed wireless access customer premise equipment and home mesh routers contributes to every aspect of the network, supported by efficient and world-class services. These heterogeneous networks offer a seamless and versatile network environment that adapts to unique user needs and device requirements, covering high user density urban areas, public venues, smart cities, industrial applications, mobile offloading, and remote connectivity. This traffic is then harmoniously routed and transported from the cell site to the core with HFCL's aggregation routers. Leveraging the power of disaggregation for extensive indoor and outdoor use case applications. These applications solve Herculean challenges for telcos and enterprises with the help of HFCL's Global Systems Integration Solutions. We create dedicated, secure, and high-performance private 5G network solutions that are rigorously tested and certified at our in-house 5G lab. HFCL's R&D Centers of Excellence, based out of Bengaluru, Gurugram, and Hyderabad, offers state-of-the-art facilities for collaborative research and fierce innovations. And our flexible solutions portfolio makes it much easier for partners to build and create new solutions that fit and fix all problem statements. Solving problem statements with numerous projects undertaken in the public telecommunication, railway communication, and defense communication. HFCL builds the nation's backbone with airtight networks. And airtight takes a whole new form when applied at the line of defense. We serve the defense forces with HFCL's proprietary custom-made solutions, empowering self-reliance. Self-reliance is only possible when implemented at the last mile, where the mile covers millions of unconnected souls. We bridge the digital divide in the deepest layers of our society with a three-pronged focused approach: healthcare, education, community, and rural development. Our trusted end-to-end solutions continuously help us expand internationally in over 60 countries. Our global presence spans over Asia, North and South Americas, Australia, Africa, Europe, and the Middle East. These valuable impacts come to fruition with our diversified people of over 4,000 who are welcome from all walks of life. Together, we fathom the unfathomable. Fierce tech for a faster tomorrow. HFCL delivers industry-leading network solutions globally. Novel ideas require technological innovations. And these innovations birth from thorough research that is both sensible and sustainable. HFCL delivers industry-leading network solutions globally. In today's age of digital transformation, businesses need superior connectivity to collect, process, and share infinite amounts of information. HFCL's award-winning optical fiber cables make that happen by packing more fiber than ever in limited duct spaces. And with more fiber comes uninterrupted data transmission of exabytes of data that travels at the speed of light through the network. Our cutting-edge optical fiber cables form the backbone of telecom transport, aggregation, and edge networks. combined with high-capacity routers and managed switches, they create a robust infrastructure. Our point-to-point and point-to-multipoint unlicensed band radios ensure reliable backhauling for 5G macro radio units and 4G networks, complemented by last-mile solutions like small cells and Wi-Fi access points, enhancing consumer experiences. Fiber-like connectivity with 5G fixed wireless access customer premise equipment and home mesh routers contributes to every aspect of the network, supported by efficient and world-class services. These heterogeneous networks offer a seamless and versatile network environment that adapts to unique user needs and device requirements, covering high user density urban areas, public venues, smart cities, industrial applications, mobile offloading, and remote connectivity. This traffic is then harmoniously routed and transported from the cell site to the core with HFCL's aggregation routers. Leveraging the power of disaggregation for extensive indoor and outdoor use case applications. These applications solve Herculean challenges for telcos and enterprises with the help of HFCL's Global Systems Integration Solutions. We create dedicated, secure, and high-performance private 5G network solutions that are rigorously tested and certified at our in-house 5G lab. HFCL's R&D Centers of Excellence, based out of Bengaluru, Gurugram, and Hyderabad, offer state-of-the-art facilities for collaborative research and fierce innovations. And our flexible solutions portfolio makes it much easier for partners to build and create new solutions that fit and fix all problem statements. Solving problem statements with numerous projects undertaken in the public telecommunication, railway communication, and defense communication. HFCL builds the nation's backbone with airtight networks. And airtight takes a whole new form when applied at the line of defense. We serve the defense forces with HFCL's proprietary custom-made solutions, empowering self-reliance. Self-reliance is only possible when implemented at the last mile, where the mile covers millions of unconnected souls. We bridge the digital divide in the deepest layers of our society with a three-pronged focused approach: healthcare, education, community, and rural development. Our trusted end-to-end solutions continuously help us expand internationally in over 60 countries. Our global presence spans over Asia, North and South Americas, Australia, Africa, Europe, and the Middle East. These valuable impacts come to fruition with our diversified people of over 4,000 who are welcome from all walks of life. Together, we fathom the unfathomable. Fierce tech for a faster tomorrow. HFCL delivers industry-leading network solutions globally. Novel ideas require technological innovations. And these innovations birth from thorough research that is both sensible and sustainable. HFCL delivers industry-leading network solutions globally. In today's age of digital transformation, businesses need superior connectivity to collect, process, and share infinite amounts of information. HFCL's award-winning optical fiber cables make that happen by packing more fiber than ever in limited duct spaces. And with more fiber comes uninterrupted data transmission of exabytes of data that travels at the speed of light through the network. Our cutting-edge optical fiber cables form the backbone of telecom transport, aggregation, and edge networks. Combined with high-capacity routers and managed switches, they create a robust infrastructure. Our point-to-point and point-to-multipoint unlicensed band radios ensure reliable backhauling for 5G macro radio units and 4G networks, complemented by last-mile solutions like small cells and Wi-Fi access points, enhancing consumer experiences. Fiber-like connectivity with 5G fixed wireless access customer premise equipment. And home mesh routers contributes to every aspect of the network, supported by efficient and world-class services. These heterogeneous networks offer a seamless and versatile network environment that adapts to unique user needs and device requirements, covering high user density urban areas, public venues, smart cities, industrial applications, mobile offloading, and remote connectivity. This traffic is then harmoniously routed and transported from the cell site to the core with HFCL's aggregation routers. Leveraging the power of disaggregation for extensive indoor and outdoor use case applications. These applications solve Herculean challenges for telcos and enterprises with the help of HFCL's Global Systems Integration Solutions. We create dedicated, secure, and high-performance private 5G network solutions that are rigorously tested and certified at our in-house 5G lab. HFCL's R&D Centers of Excellence, based out of Bengaluru, Gurugram, and Hyderabad, offer state-of-the-art facilities for collaborative research and fierce innovations. And our flexible solutions portfolio makes it much easier for partners to build and create new solutions that fit and fix all problem statements. Solving problem statements with numerous projects undertaken in the public telecommunication, railway communication, and defense communication. HFCL builds the nation's backbone with airtight networks. And airtight takes a whole new form when applied at the line of defense. We serve the defense forces with HFCL's proprietary custom-made solutions, empowering self-reliance. Self-reliance is only possible when implemented at the last mile, where the mile covers millions of unconnected souls. We bridge the digital divide in the deepest layers of our society with a three-pronged focused approach: healthcare, education, community, and rural development. Our trusted end-to-end solutions continuously help us expand internationally in over 60 countries. Our global presence spans over Asia, North and South Americas, Australia, Africa, Europe, and the Middle East. These valuable impacts come to fruition with our diversified people of over 4,000 who are welcome from all walks of life. Together, we fathom the unfathomable. Fierce tech for a faster tomorrow. HFCL delivers industry-leading network solutions globally. Novel ideas require technological innovations. And these innovations birth from thorough research that is both sensible and sustainable. HFCL delivers industry-leading network solutions globally. In today's age of digital transformation, businesses need superior connectivity to collect, process, and share infinite amounts of information. HFCL's award-winning optical fiber cables make that happen by packing more fiber than ever in limited duct spaces. And with more fiber comes uninterrupted data transmission of exabytes of data that travels at the speed of light through the network. Our cutting-edge optical fiber cables form the backbone of telecom transport, aggregation, and edge networks. Combined with high-capacity routers and managed switches, they create a robust infrastructure. Our point-to-point and point-to-multipoint unlicensed band radios ensure reliable backhauling for 5G macro radio unit and 4G networks, complemented by last-mile solutions like small cells and Wi-Fi access points, enhancing consumer experiences. Fiber-like connectivity with 5G fixed wireless access customer premise equipment. And home mesh routers contributes to every aspect of the network, supported by efficient and world-class services. These heterogeneous networks offer a seamless and versatile network environment that adapts to unique user needs and device requirements, covering high user density urban areas, public venues, smart cities, industrial applications, mobile offloading, and remote connectivity. This traffic is then harmoniously routed and transported from the cell site to the core with HFCL's aggregation routers. Leveraging the power of disaggregation for extensive indoor and outdoor use case applications. These applications solve Herculean challenges for telcos and enterprises with the help of HFCL's Global Systems Integration Solutions. We create dedicated, secure, and high-performance private 5G network solutions that are rigorously tested and certified at our in-house 5G lab. HFCL's R&D Centers of Excellence, based out of Bengaluru, Gurugram, and Hyderabad, offer state-of-the-art facilities for collaborative research and fierce innovations. And our flexible solutions portfolio makes it much easier for partners to build and create new solutions that fit and fix all problem statements. Solving problem statements with numerous projects undertaken in the public telecommunication, railway communication, and defense communication. HFCL builds the nation's backbone with airtight networks. And airtight takes a whole new form when applied at the line of defense. We serve the defense forces with HFCL's proprietary custom-made solutions, empowering self-reliance. Self-reliance is only possible when implemented at the last mile, where the mile covers millions of unconnected souls. We bridge the digital divide in the deepest layers of our society with a three-pronged focused approach: healthcare, education, community, and rural development. Our trusted end-to-end solutions continuously help us expand internationally in over 60 countries. Our global presence spans over Asia, North and South Americas, Australia, Africa, Europe, and the Middle East. These valuable impacts come to fruition with our diversified people of over 4,000 who are welcome from all walks of life. Together, we fathom the unfathomable. Fierce tech for a faster tomorrow. HFCL delivers industry-leading network solutions globally. Novel ideas require technological innovations. And these innovations birth from thorough research that is both sensible and sustainable. HFCL delivers industry-leading network solutions globally. In today's age of digital transformation, businesses need superior connectivity to collect, process, and share infinite amounts of information. HFCL's award-winning optical fiber cables make that happen by packing more fiber than ever in limited duct spaces. And with more fiber comes uninterrupted data transmission of exabytes of data that travels at the speed of light through the network. Our cutting-edge optical fiber cables form the backbone of telecom transport, aggregation, and edge networks. Combined with high-capacity routers and managed switches, they create a robust infrastructure. Our point-to-point and point-to-multipoint unlicensed band radios ensure reliable backhauling for 5G macro radio unit and 4G networks, complemented by last-mile solutions like small cells and Wi-Fi access points, enhancing consumer experiences. Fiber-like connectivity with 5G fixed wireless access customer premise equipment and home mesh routers contributes to every aspect of the network, supported by efficient and world-class services. These heterogeneous networks offer a seamless and versatile network environment that adapts to unique user needs and device requirements, covering high user density urban areas, public venues, smart cities, industrial applications, mobile offloading, and remote connectivity. This traffic is then harmoniously routed and transported from the
Over to you, Mr. Bed.
Dear shareholders, I extend a warm welcome to all of you to the 38th Annual General Meeting of your company, being held through video conferencing, other audio-visual means. We are pleased to have with us today Mr. Mahendra Nahata, Managing Director and the Chairman of the CSR Committee and the Risk Management Committee, who has joined us from abroad. Mr. Ajay Kumar, Independent Director and Chairman of the Nomination, Remuneration and Compensation Committee, Member of the Audit Committee and the CSR Committee, who has joined us from Mumbai. Mrs. Bela Banerjee, Independent Director, Member of the Audit Committee and the Stakeholders Relationship Committee, who has joined us from Noida. Mr. Bharat Pal Singh, Independent Director and the Chairman of the Audit Committee and Member of the Nomination, Remuneration, Compensation Committee, the CSR Committee and the Risk Management Committee, has also joined us from Mumbai. Mr. Arvind Kharbanda, Non-Executive Director and Chairman of the Stakeholders Relationship Committee, Member of the Audit Committee, the Nomination, Remuneration, Compensation Committee and the Risk Management Committee, has also joined us from Delhi. Then we have with us Dr. Ranjit Malkastia, Non-Executive Director and Member of the Stakeholders Relationship Committee, has joined us from his Delhi office. Mr. V.R. Jain, our CFO of the company, has joined us from Delhi office. Mr. Sunil Bhansali, Senior Partner of Oswal Sunil and Company, Statutory Auditors, has also joined us from his Delhi office. Mr. Virendra Rai, Senior Partner of S. Bhandari and Company, LLP, Statutory Auditors, has joined from Delhi. Mr. Baldev Singh Kastwal, Secretarial Auditor, and also the scrutinizer for remote e-voting and e-voting during this AGM, has also joined the meeting from his office in Delhi. As per Article 14.5 of the Articles of Association of the company, I request directors present to appoint one of them as the chairperson of this AGM.
I propose the name of Mr. Mahendra Nahata to be the chairperson for the meeting.
I second the proposal.
Thank you, all the board members, for electing me as the chairman of this AGM. Dear shareholders, I extend a warm welcome to all of you in this 38th Annual General Meeting of the company.
Thank you, sir. Members may kindly note that this AGM is being conducted through VC OAVM without physical presence at a common venue in compliance with the Companies Act 2013 and relevant MCA circulars. Participation through VC is being reckoned for quorum purposes as per Section 103 of the Companies Act 2013. The quorum is present. Currently, 75 shareholders have joined the meeting through VC. I request the chairman to accord his kind consent to commence the proceedings.
Commencement of the proceedings of the meeting can be started.
Thank you, sir. Before we begin today's proceedings, I would like to highlight certain points here. The joining to this meeting opened 15 minutes before the scheduled time of the commencement of the meeting, which was 11 a.m., and it will remain open till another 15 minutes of the commencement of the meeting. Members are encouraged to join via laptops and headphones using stable internet to avoid any technical issues. Participation through VC is available for 1,000 members on a first come first served basis, excluding large shareholders, promoters, institutional investors, directors, KMPs, committee chairpersons, and auditors who may join without any restrictions. Pursuant to the circular of 8 April 2020 issued by the MCA, the facility to appoint proxy to attend and cast vote for the members is not available for this AGM. However, the body corporates are entitled to appoint authorized representatives to attend the AGM through VC, other audiovisual means, and participate and cast their votes through e-voting. The deemed venue for this AGM is the registered office of the company, which is currently situated in Solan, Himachal Pradesh. Pursuant to the provisions of the Companies Act 2013 and the SEBI listing obligations and disclosure requirements regulation 2015, the company has provided facility for voting by electronic means to all its members to cast their votes electronically, and business may be transacted through such e-voting. For this purpose, the company has tied up with NSDL for facilitating voting through electronic means as the authorized agency. The company provided remote e-voting facility to all the persons who were members on September 9, 2025, being the cutoff date for vote on all the 7 resolutions set out in the notice of AGM from 9 a.m. on September 12, 2025 till 5 p.m. on September 14, 2025. Members attending the AGM today who have not cast their vote by remote e-voting during the said period are entitled to exercise their right to vote by e-voting during the AGM, which shall remain active for 30 minutes after the closure of this AGM by the chairman. Mr. Baldev Singh Kastwal, practicing company secretary, has been appointed by the board as the scrutinizer to supervise remote e-voting today in a fair and transparent manner. The voting results will be declared on or before September 17, 2025. The results, along with the scrutinizer report, shall also be submitted to the stock exchanges, NSE and BSE, and will also be placed on the website of the company. Since this AGM is convened through VC OAVM and resolutions have already been put to vote through remote e-voting, therefore, in terms of Secretarial Standards 2 issued by the Institute of Company Secretaries of India, the same are not required to be proposed and seconded. There are 7 resolutions. First 4 resolutions are the ordinary business. First resolution is to receive, consider and adopt the audited financial statements of the company for the financial year ended 31st March 2025, the report of the board of directors and the auditors thereon, which is an ordinary resolution. Second resolution is to receive, consider and adopt the audited consolidated financial statements of the company for the financial year ended 31st March 2025 and the reports of the auditors thereon, again an ordinary resolution. The third resolution is to declare a dividend of 10% on each fully paid up equity shares of the face value of ₹1 for the financial year ended 31st March 2025, which is again an ordinary resolution. Fourth resolution is regarding to appoint a director in place of Dr. Ranjit Milkastia, who is with us today, having DIN number 000-53059, non-executive director, who retires by rotation at this annual general meeting and being eligible offers himself for reappointment, is a special resolution. Then comes the special businesses. First special business is to appoint Mr. Baldev Singh Kastwal as the secretarial auditor of the company which is an ordinary resolution. Second special business is to approve shifting of the registered office of the company from the state of Himachal Pradesh to the state of Haryana and consequential amendments to the memorandum of association of the company, which is a special resolution. And the last resolution is to approve raising of funds, which is a special resolution. To transact the business as mentioned in the AGM notice, the members have been provided an opportunity to inspect all documents referred in the notice and the statement annexed to the notice by writing to the company at its email ID, which is secretarial@hfcl.com till this date of AGM. The register of directors and key managerial personnel and their shareholdings, register of contracts and arrangements in which directors are interested, and all other documents as referred in the notice of AGM are open for inspection by the members till the conclusion of this AGM. After these instructions, now I would like to invite our Managing Director, Mr. Mahendra Nahata, to address the shareholders, give an overview of the company, and provide key business updates about the company. Thank you, sir. Over to you. Over to you, sir.
Just 1 second. Dear shareholders, my colleagues on the board, and distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to the 38th Annual General Meeting of HFCL Limited. Today is an occasion to reflect on the journey we are shaping together, one marked by resilience, innovation, and transformation. I extend my deepest appreciation for your enduring confidence in our vision and for standing with us through every phase of our evolution. I hope you had the opportunity to review our annual report for financial year 2025, which offers a comprehensive overview of our financial performance, strategic initiatives, and operational milestones. Financial year 2025 was marked by profound changes across the global landscape. Trade dynamics were reshaped by protectionist policies, accelerated technological transitions, and geopolitical tensions introduced new complexities. The imposition of stiff tariffs by the USA on Indian exports highlighted the volatility of international commerce. Yet, amid these disruptions, HFCL demonstrated resilience and clarity of purpose. We at HFCL are transforming challenges into opportunities by recalibrating our strategies. India today is undergoing a complete digital transformation. The convergence of 5G, artificial intelligence, cloud computing, and edge technologies is redefining the contours of our economy. Government-led initiatives such as Digital India and Make in India are catalyzing innovation and self-reliance. The telecom sector is poised to be backbone of $1 trillion digital economy by the end of this decade. Simultaneously, reforms in defense sector and indigenization drive are unlocking new avenues for domestic enterprises. HFCL is strategically positioned at the intersection of these transformation trends, committed to delivering solutions that connect, protect, and empower. Financial year 2025 was a year of decisive actions to strengthen the long-term resilience and competitiveness of our business. In telecom, we became the first Indian company to develop and commercialize 5G fixed wireless access customer premises equipment. Shipping over 4 lakh units in its launch year and securing repeat orders, including one worth 174 crores, totally aggregating to rupees 800 crores after development of this equipment. We also introduced indigenously developed MPLS routers engineered for broadband and enterprise networks. These routers won orders worth more rupees 800 crores under BharatNet Phase 3 program, reinforcing our role in building India's digital infrastructure and strengthening our export prospects. After 6 to 7 quarters of muted demand in the optical fiber cable segment, we witnessed a strong revival in Q1 of financial year 2026. Global demand recovery, 5G densification, BharatNet acceleration, and hyperscale data center expansion drove higher capacity utilization across our optical fiber and optical fiber cable facilities. In first 5 months of financial year 26, we secured orders worth more than 800 crores, export orders worth more than 800 crores, onboarded new international clients, and received product approvals from leading global players, further cementing our position as a trusted partner in next-generation fiber connectivity. To meet the rising demand for higher count intermittently bonded ribbon cables, critical for hyperscale data centers, our board approved a major capacity expansion. We are increasing production of IBR cable from approximately 1.73 million fiber kilometers to 19.01 million fiber kilometers annually across our Hyderabad and Goa facilities. Post-expansion, HFCL's total optical fiber cable capacity will reach to 42.36 million fiber kilometers per annum, placing us among the world's top manufacturers. The expansion is expected to be completed in phases starting from December 2025 and is expected to be fully operational by June 2026. This step strengthens our ability to serve global digital infrastructure while reaffirming our commitment to innovation-led growth. Our subsidiary, HFCL Limited, expanded its domestic and global footprint in passive connectivity solutions, offering integrated, ready-to-deploy solutions for telecom operators, enterprises, and now data centers. We also broadened our cable reinforcement solutions portfolio, which exports to the US, Europe, and Middle East, thereby underscoring HFCL's global role in delivering reliable, high performance, and resilient networks. Defense has become a strategic pillar for HFCL's long-term growth agenda. Over the past year, we have built a strong portfolio of advanced indigenously engineered products, from ground to coastal surveillance radars, to thermal weapon sights, to electronic fuses, to high-capacity radio relay systems, to tactical optical fiber cables. Our new state-of-the-art defense manufacturing facility in Hosur, Tamil Nadu, enhances our ability to scale production while meeting stringent quality and compliance standards of the defense forces. In financial year 2025 and Q1 of financial year 2026, we secured strategic defense orders, including tactical cables and thermal weapon sights for AK-203 rifles for the Indian Army. Our subsidiary HFCL Limited entered the wire harness segment, supplying critical assemblies for fighter aircraft upgrades and armored vehicles, a high-potential, low-capex business with robust profitability prospects. These developments mark a pivotal step in HFCL's journey to becoming a reliable partner in India's defense modernization efforts. We deepened our collaboration with Defense Research and Development Organization, signing key technology agreements for compact trans-horizon communication systems, multi-mode hand grenades, and weaponization of handheld thermal imager with laser range finder. These partnerships reflect our growing role in India's defense innovation ecosystem. Furthermore, we are in advanced discussion to secure additional technology transfers for next generation fuses and UAV payloads, which will further enhance our capabilities in delivering high impact indigenous defense solutions. We are also investing in future warfare technologies, including drone detection radars equipped with soft kill capabilities and foliage penetration radar systems. These have already drawn strong market interest, positioning HFCL to serve both domestic and global defense sectors with cutting-edge indigenous solutions. Innovation remains central to HFCL's strategy. Our R&D efforts are focused on anticipating the needs of tomorrow's networks and modern battlefields. We are actively contributing to India's artificial intelligence initiative, 6G mission, collaborating with leading academic institutions to develop next-generation connectivity technologies and combat environment solutions. The global surge in artificial intelligence-driven data consumption is fueling investments in hyperscale and edge data centers. HFCL's high-capacity optical fiber cable portfolio and passive connectivity solutions are designed for these mission-critical environments, giving us a competitive edge. These innovations position HFCL as a key enabler of secure, resilient, and intelligent infrastructure. Financial year 2025 was a year of recalibration. Consolidated revenue stood at 4,064 crore with EBITDA of 507 crores and PAT of rupees 173 crores. While performance was impacted by subdued optical fiber cable demand, margin pressures from new telecom products, and slower EPC offtake, we remained focused on strengthening the foundations for long-term growth. As of June 30, 2025, our order book closed at 10,480 crores, up from 6,776 crores a year earlier, with balanced contributions from telecom, defense, and connectivity solutions. This provides strong visibility and foundation for targeted revenue growth of 20 to 25% in financial year 2026, with gradual margin improvement. HFCL is actively optimizing its revenue mix and customer base to build a more resilient and profitable business model. We have made a deliberate shift from project-led to product-led revenues. In financial year 21, projects accounted for 73% of our revenue, while products contributed 27%. By financial year 25, this ratio reversed, with products contributing 61% and projects 39%, reflecting our strategic pivot towards scalable, high-margin solutions. Similarly, our customer base has also evolved. In financial year 21, government clients comprised 49% of our business. By financial year 23, private sector surged to 83% and remained strong at 65% in financial year 25. This shift underscores our growing traction in high-value private markets. Export revenue rose from 4.54% in financial year 21 to 12.23% in financial year 25, despite global headwinds, highlighting our expanding international footprint. This transition is not only enhancing our competitiveness, but also enabling HFCL to cater a more diverse customer base across domestic and global markets. As we entered financial year 26, our operations gained significant momentum, driven by a revival across our core business segments. Our OFC business has rebounded decisively, with manufacturing facilities now operating at optimal capacity. Revenue streams are becoming more balanced and resilient, driven by a growing presence in both domestic and international markets. These diversifications is further supported by expanding customer relationship, approval for high-value products, and strong traction across our telecom and defense verticals. Friends, sustainability remains an integral part of HFCL's growth philosophy. Our commitment was independently recognized with an ESG score of 70.9 from SES ESG Research and rating of 63 from NSE Sustainability Ratings and Analytics Limited. These assessments reflect our strong governance frameworks, energy-efficient operations, ethical sourcing, inclusive workplaces, and community engagement. In financial year 2025, our CSR initiative positively impacted over 1.32 lakhs beneficiaries across healthcare, education, elderly care, and community development. These efforts underscore our dedication to inclusive growth and reaffirm our role as a responsible corporate citizen. We enter financial year 2026 with confidence, agility, and a clear strategic direction. The mega trends driving our industry, digital inclusion, artificial intelligence-led network transformation, defense modernization, and global data infrastructure expansion align perfectly with our capabilities and investments. These structural shifts not only validate our strategic choices, but also positions us to lead in high-growth, innovation-driven segments across both domestic and global markets. Our priorities for financial year 26 are sharply defined and aligned with our long-term vision. We are committed to driving innovation by developing next-generation telecom and defense solutions for both domestic and global markets. Execution excellence remains a cornerstone of our operations as we focus on delivering with speed, quality, and reliability. We are actively expanding our global footprint, targeting high-value international segments, strengthen our presence and competitiveness. With a robust order book, expanded capacities, a deep R&D pipeline, and unwavering focus on customer trust, HFCL is poised not just to participate in, but to lead the next wave of connectivity and security solutions. As we look ahead, I extend my sincere gratitude to all our stakeholders, including our shareholders, customers, partners, bankers, board members, and employees for their unwavering support and belief in HFCL's journey. Your trust and collaboration have been instrumental in shaping our progress. Together, we are building a company that will define the connected and secure futures of tomorrow. Thank you very much, shareholders, for being with us today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your valuable insights to all our shareholders. So before we begin, I would like to tell you that as required under Secretarial Standard 2 issued by ICSI, any qualifications, observations, or comments or other remarks on the financial transactions or matters which have any adverse effect on the functioning of the company mentioned in the auditor's report shall be read at the AGM, and attentions of the members present has to be drawn to the explanations and comments given by the Board of Directors in its report. I am happy to inform you that the standalone and consolidated auditors' reports do not contain any qualifications, observations, or comments which have any material adverse effect on the functioning of the company, and do not call therefore any further clarification, and hence may be taken as read. Similarly, the secretarial audit report for financial year 2025 also has no qualifications, reservations, or adverse remarks, and hence may be taken as read. Dear shareholders, the e-voting is open now, and members are requested to kindly vote while the meeting is in progress. E-voting will be disabled 30 minutes after the closure of this AGM by the chairman. We now open the floor to shareholders who have registered as speakers to present their questions or views. For information of all the participants, I would like to tell that we have received 19 shareholders who have got themselves registered as speaker shareholders for today's AGM. I would like to request all of them, all the speakers, to limit the number of questions to 2 each, please, so that everyone has a fair chance to speak. We have also received few questions from shareholders in advance through emails. We would take the first questions received from Quant Mutual Fund through email. Their first question is, how does HFCL plan to differentiate its telecom and optical fiber product portfolio in an increasingly competitive market, especially with global players entering India and domestic peers scaling up? Beyond telecom and fiber optics, how does HFCL envision its role in adjacent sectors such as defense, IoT, data centers, or digital infrastructure over the next 5-10 years? Sir, your thoughts on this?
Look, in telecom or defense or optical fiber cable, these are high technology products. Optical fiber cable used to be not so high technology a couple of years ago, but with change in global environment, with artificial intelligence, IoT, and more data coming, this has also changed a lot. This has also become a product of high technology. And whenever we talk of high technology, whether it defense, whether it is optical fiber cable or telecom equipment, innovation becomes the key. So what we try in HFCL to differentiate ourselves, focus on innovation, keeping our products to the global level in terms of technology, thereby able to compete with our competitors, not only in India, but in export market also. Some of the products which we have supplied in India, competing with global players, are as good as any global player. I will give you an example of 5G fixed wireless access equipment, for example, which we have got orders for more than 8 lakh units, out of which probably about 5 lakhs have already been supplied, or more than 5 lakhs have already been supplied, probably 6 lakhs have been supplied. We are the only Indian company who have got those orders. The rest are all global companies. And our product is working as good as any global company. Similarly, fiber optic cables. We are able to get orders from the largest of the customers in the world by innovating cables which are very small in diameter but contain up to 1700 fibers. Those are the kind of innovations we have done. In defense, we have developed new version of radars, new technology in radars, which are much more compact, much more efficient than the present generation of these ground surveillance radars and coastal surveillance radars being used by our border protection forces. So it is innovation, it is technology which keeps it at par with global players, not only in India, but also in international market. Now, your second question being, how are we going to participate in growing market of data centers and defense sectors? Now, in data centers, this has become a very, very big market, which was not expected maybe 2 years ago. Contributing factor is artificial intelligence and also video. Video streaming has caught the world by surprise. So much of video is being streamed, which was unimaginable few years ago. Artificial intelligence has further added into it. Hyperscaling of data center is progressing all around the world with unexpected speed. What HFCL has done is designed high capacity cables, fiber optic cables, for fulfilling the demand of these data centers. And I am happy to inform my shareholders that we have started receiving large orders from these hyperscale data centers. At the same point of time, for the defense forces in our country, we are designing new versions of products, which will not only be useful in India, but would be capable of being exported also. So we are adequately poised to go into new product areas in all our businesses, so that to not only remain locally, but also internationally competitive and increase our revenue from them.
Sir, moving on to their second questions, which is that with the rollout of 5G nearly complete and growth in private networks, what specific opportunities does HFCL see in next generation telecom equipment, and how is the company investing in R&D to capture them?
Well, when you say that 5G rollout is complete, to a certain extent you are right, my dear shareholder, in a sense that infrastructure rollout has been completed to a large extent, but not to the full extent. It is still in progress. Indian operators are increasing their 4G coverage and also expanding their capacities. When we talk of 5G network or any telecom network, it is two kinds of expansion. One is the coverage, another is capacity. Capacity expansion happens when you have the current network, which has been designed for X number of subscribers. They reach to some 60-70% of that level, then they start expanding their capacity by putting more capacities on the same tower, same base station, which had been installed earlier. So that capacity expansion is happening still. It is still on. Operators are still doing it. Some of the operators who did not start 5G earlier now going to start 5G. One of the operator has recently started 5G operations in selected cities. I am told BSNL is also going to start 5G operations. So though some operators have completed, but they are expanding their capacities. But some operators who did not start is expanding their coverage by very nascent start of network like Vodafone Idea and Bharat BSNL, which will now be starting the 5G network. So that is one aspect, that rollout of the infrastructure. But the second aspect remains the subscriber. HFCL concentrated on subscriber premises equipment for 5G also, as I mentioned a little while ago, that 5G fixed wireless access equipment. That is still in demand, very much in demand, because that provides a reliable fiber optic like connectivity over wireless, giving megabits, hundreds of megabits of connectivity to subscribers. So that rollout, that demand is still very much there, and we hope to get reasonable size orders from those areas also. So 5G, I would say 60% done, 40% is still pending. Second issue, how are we moving ahead in terms of technology for next generation? Next generation, well, today telecom means mobile. Fixed line is almost, though increasing quite a lot, still increasing quite a lot, but mobile is predominant. We are actively participating in 6G standard setting with academia, government institutions, and whenever 6G makes a commercial arrival, we will be there with 6G equipment also. But I think that is still few years away. In terms of modernization of fiber optic cables, the next generation of fiber optic cables, as I mentioned, we have already been quite successful. Now here comes the next generation of fiber itself. Not only cable, but the fiber itself. Our team is already working on next generation of fiber, which would completely transform the landscape of what kind of fiber we use today. But still, that is the commercialization of those kind of fibers. And still, I believe, 2-3 years or more than 2-3 years away. But our research team is already working on those kind of new technologies for fiber also.
Thank you, sir. So shareholders can be rest assured that there are still a lot of opportunities in the 5G space. Sir,
Oh, yes, definitely.
I have one more question, sir. They say, what is HFCL's strategy for scaling its international business? Are there particular geographies, partnerships, or product segments that the company sees as growth driver outside India?
Well, export is the essence for growth. Though India is a big market with 140 crore population, is definitely a big market. But if you look in the telecom terminology, India is only 5 to 7% of the world market. More than the 90% of the market sits outside our country. So it is very critical that we grow internationally. And we started that path predominantly with export of optical fiber cables. We reached up to 700 crores 2 years back. Then there was a slump in the optical fiber cable market worldwide. Our export also came down. But with the growth of hyperscale data centers, growth in video, growth in IoTs, demand of fiber optic cable have again increased multifold this year. From last year's revenue of roughly about 1,200 crores, we expect in the current year to achieve a total revenue of about 2,400 crores in the fiber optic cable business, out of which we expect, this is our current expectation based on the current conditions of the market, which of course the US duty has played some negative role, but not too much for the company. And we expect this year our export should exceed 1,000 crores, which we had never reached to 4 figures in exports, but this year we expect that it will reach 1,000 crores. Our areas of consideration remains West Europe, Middle East, and United States. All these areas we are appointing our own employees wherever the demand is high, where we believe that there is a strong potential for growth in demand. Simultaneously, we are appointing dealers and distributors all over the places to market and sell our products to telecom operators as well as data centers.
Thank you, sir. Moving on to the next. Now, I would request the moderator to please unmute Mr. Mahendra Pal Bhutani if he has joined us online. Mr. Bhutani. Is he there, moderator?
Sure, sir. Mr. Bhutani, could you please unmute your connection and ask your question now? We will wait for a moment while Mr. Bhutani unmutes.
Namaskar and good morning to everyone attending this virtual meeting. Thank you to the management team for giving me opportunity to share my views with all of you. Firstly, I would like to extend a big thanks to the team of CS for a very informative annual report which cover all sections in a transparent manner. The accurate and timely compliance is truly commendable. Sir, I am extremely confident that the digital leadership team will achieve even more significant milestone and to take the company to the next phase of growth under your vision, under your guidance, under your leadership, Chairman Sir. My question to the management is, could you share how the company is strengthening its optical fiber cable business both domestically and internationally? Sir,
Thank you, Mr.
I
Yeah, please go.
appreciate the company commitment to good governance and transparency, which is reflected in the annual report. The company focus on the sustainability and the stakeholder value creation is also a noteworthy. I look forward to hearing the management perspectives on the company future plan and strategy. Thank you very much, and may God fill all your wishes and keep you all happy, healthy, and safe. Thank you very much, and Jai Hind, sir. Namaskar.
Thank you, Mr. Bhutani. Jai Hind. Company has, when you say Jai Hind, it reminds me of one particular aspect very much. Recently, as we all know, few months back, country had to face a very difficult situation, very heart-rending situation, what happened in Pahalgam. As a result of that incident, our Honorable Prime Minister took a very courageous step to give a befitting reply to the enemies of the country. And almost about for a week, a war kind of situation took place. You will be getting surprised why I am saying all this. There is a reason for that. Your company had established a defense communication network all across the country. An optical fiber cable based network which is exclusively for the use of defense forces, unconnected to the outside world, neither to PSTN, which is a public network, nor to internet. It's a secluded network as an island, so nobody can intrude. This network was extensively used during that 1 week Operation Sindoor. And it provided a completely different perspective to defense forces. How could they command and control and communicate during the war? On audio as well as video. This network is 60,000 kilometers long. Where fiber was not put by us, it was there earlier. But entire equipment, -1 equipment, everything has been done by HFCL. And why I'm proud to say that I received more than 10 commendation letters from armed forces, various units which are located in frontal areas, appreciating the performance of the network and how the network was helpful to the defense forces in conducting that operation. I am very proud to receive this kind of commendation, where our boys remained on the border. 40 of our boys remained on the border. Even many of the private contractors had run away. Our boys did not leave this place, remained there to see that if any of our provided equipment gets damaged for shelling or because of any reason, they can repair that or replace that. And we received number of commendation letters from armed forces appreciating the network and our dedication. So that is one point, when you talked of fiber optic cable network, I would like to share with all the shareholders. This is really a proud moment for the company, I would say. That is one. But now to come to answering your question, that how we are upkeeping our fiber optic cable business. We are expanding our capacities. As I mentioned, our fiber optic cable capacity with increase in IBR cable capacity, which is required mostly by data centers. Total capacity will become equivalent to 45 million fiber kilometers per year, which is a global scale capacity and puts us amongst the global leaders in fiber optic cable business. Simultaneously, we have increased capacity of optical fiber, which is when we started optical fiber business 4 or 5 years ago, our capacity was 8 million fiber kilometers per year. Now it has become 28 million fiber kilometers per year. So growth of 3.5 times. So 28 million fiber kilometers of fiber, 45 million fiber kilometers equivalent cable. These are the kind of growth in capacities we have done, number one. Number two, we have designed new type of cables. Starting today, we produce from a single fiber cable to 1700 fiber cable also. And soon we would be going into 3400 fiber optic cable for the hyperscale data centers. In terms of fiber also, we have gone into new areas of innovation. What fiber thickness used to be 250 micron, we started. Today we are producing fiber as thin as 180 micron. Because less diameter fiber means more fiber you can contain in the same size of cable. We are doing research in further new kind of fiber optics, new kind of fiber that also is in progress. So expanding capacities, one part. Second part, designing new kind of cables. Third part, designing new kind of fibers in the existing type of fibers which are being used, but are better in quality and better in size. And innovating now, new generation of fiber. These are the areas we are doing. So capacity expansion and technology innovation. These are two cornerstones, our growth of fiber optic cable business. Next, as you increase your capacity, you need more number of customers. Our capacity is 45 million fiber kilometers, which is more than 3 times of the total requirement of all over India. So I have to sell another 30 million. So for that, I need to look at the export market. So we are increasingly looking at the export market. Our fiber optic cable team has gone to Middle East. They have spread their wings to Western Europe, North America, and selling our products. And as I said a little while ago, this year we expect our fiber optic cable export to increase more than 1,000 crores. And in recent past, 800 crores of export orders have already been received by us. And we expect more orders to be received within this coming quarter also. Fourth, what we are doing. As we increase our capacity for fiber optic cable and fiber, we have also started working on passive connectivity solutions, which are required by the same customers which use fiber optic cable for telcos and also for data centers. Telecom operators, we are already doing it. And this year we expect a revenue of roughly about 400 crores from passive connectivity solutions, which did not require much of investment, but still we would be receiving 400 crores worth of revenue this year. Simultaneously, now we have started designing products for passive connectivity solutions for data centers. This has been started in the current year. So current year revenue would not be too much. It would be low because this is the year of start. But next year, I expect again the similar kind of revenue from passive connectivity solutions as much as what we expect from telecom PCS. So my estimate is in the next financial year, not this financial year, but the next financial year, these two businesses itself should give us 1,000 crores of revenue, both locally and internationally. That is my objective. I am sure the team working on it is working very seriously, and they would be able to fulfill that objective. So this would be over and above next year. The revenue which we would be getting from fiber optic cable or fiber, this 1,000 crore would be over and above that. So these are the 4 or 5 different kind of strategies we have employed to keep our fiber optic cable business as the number one company in the country and one of the leading player in the fiber optic cable business in the world. Today, you would be happy to know HFCL's name is known worldwide as a company in fiber optic cable business. Thank you, Mr. Bhutani.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Participating in the Operation Sindoor a little bit, contributing to the national security is really indeed. It was a momentous occasion for all the employees of HFCL as well as all the shareholders of the company. It was really a proud moment for all of us. Moderator, now we can move to Ms. Rajni Raja Karnan if she is available.
No, sir. He's not connected.
Okay, move to the next speaker, Mr. Kaushik Shahukar.
Sure, sir. Mr. Kaushik Sahukar, could you please unmute your audio and video and ask your question now? We will wait for a moment while Mr. Sahukar unmutes his connection.
Yeah.
I'm audible?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Good morning to respected chairman, esteemed directors, and key management personnel. Trust me, all of you are in good health. It gives me immense pleasure to interact with you again this year. I'm also deeply grateful to our company secretary for granting me the opportunity. Coming to the agenda of the meeting, I would like to seek the only clarification. Can the management elaborate on HFCL current order book in 5G equipment and optical fiber cable solutions, and how much of this business is expected to come from international market versus domestic telecom operators over the next 12 to 13 months, 18 months, 12 to 18 months? One suggestion, I know I'm speaking to learned person, but I would like to give one suggestion if it could be implemented. HFCL can enhance its revenue by expanding into end-to-end 5G private network solutions for enterprises, smart cities, and defense applications, combining its expertise in optical fibers, cable with innovative telecom equipment to capture high-value long-term contracts. Before concluding, I would like to share a thought that I believe reflects our company's own inspiring journey. HFCL is not just building networks, it is weaving the digital backbone of a smarter and more connected India. And on a lighter note, HFCL lays fiber so fast and strong that sometimes I wish they handled my home Wi-Fi too. I hope I'm audible, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, yes,
Sure.
yes.
Thanks, sir. On personal appeal, with due humility, I would like to make a shorter personal request. Though I may be physically challenged, by God grace, I'm remain mentally fit, strong, and committed to work as long as God permits. For this, I seek your kind support and please consider me for certification audit assignment, including a routine form 15CB. I'm a qualified CA, and such support will go a long way in helping me remain financially dependent without being burden on anyone. Extending this opportunity would not only empower me but also reflect the company's CSR spirit that our company is admired for. I humbly additional suggestion. I also humbly propose that saving from conducting AGM should virtually be thoughtfully utilized for shareholders' welfare, perhaps through small token of appreciation, which would further strengthen the emotional bonds between the company and its stakeholders. In conclusion, I would sincerely thank to all you for your time, attention, and continued guidance. I look forward to engaging with you again next year. I also request our chairman, our MD, and our CFO to please consider my appeal and provide me an opportunity to engage with our company. I would also, okay. Please take very good care of your health. Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Mr.
Mr. Kaushik.
Saukar. I really sympathize with your physically handicapped situation, what you just described. And kindly write to the email of the company, secretarial or myself, nahata@hfcl.com with your details. NAHATA, nahata@hfcl.com, and we would try to help you as much as possible. Coming to your suggestion that how company should expand its business, we would definitely work on it and definitely look at how this suggestions can be implemented for increasing the business of the company. And as far as your question of increasing the business of the company and the order book was concerned, today we have a total order book of more than 10,000 crores. Out of fiber optic cable orders are more than 1,600 crores. And we are regularly receiving more and more orders for fiber optic cables. And we have a very high expectation from this business current year and next year also. We have designed routers, which are very high technology equipment required in telecom networks, 4G, 5G networks. We already have orders worth about 800 crores. And we are challenging global players in this Indian market in this segment. And we already have orders worth about 800 crores. Other telecom equipment, we have orders worth about 500 crores. So total order book on fiber optic cable and 5G equipment is roughly about 2,900 to 3,000 crores at this moment of time. And we are, as I said, receiving more and more orders for fiber optic cables, as well as equipment, 5G equipment like routers and fixed wireless access equipment. So there should be a continuing journey with more order coming on the way. And kindly write to me regarding yourself. We will try our best to help you.
Thank you, Mr. Kaushik. Moving on, moderator, next we can take Mr. Gagan Kumar. If he had joined us, please unmute him.
Sure, sir. Mr. Gagan Kumar would like to ask a question on audio mode.
Okay.
You may ask your question now, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, meeting started with good morning and now it's afternoon. So good afternoon, Mr. Chairman, Board of Directors and fellow shareholders. Myself, Gagan Kumar. I'm joining this meeting from Delhi. First of all, I would like to mention that I had requested for a hard copy of annual report, which I received well in time. And I'm very happy to share. I do not have any question pertaining to accounts. My one general question is that can you please elaborate on the company's passive connectivity solution business and its strategic importance? This is the only question for today's AGM. And as far as the agenda of this meeting is concerned, I supported all the resolution. Uh, it would be unfair on my part without mentioning high corporate governance under the leadership of our CS and entire secretarial team. In very few companies, we have seen this kind of approach that the team calls us that is this is your serial number and all that, and you have to join at this time. This is the link. Means in every manner, we have a dynamic CS and an entire secretarial team. So thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you, Gaganji. Thanks a lot for your appreciation to the team. This will encourage the team to do even better job in future. Coming to your question of PCS solution, whoever buys our fiber optic cable needs connectivity solutions for connecting those fiber optic cables, whether in data centers or whether in telecom networks. Now, customers being same, it is imperative that we design those solutions so that we can give one-stop solution to the customer, not only supplying fiber, but also at the same point of time, giving him connectivity solutions so that he doesn't have to go to other suppliers. And customer also feels good if we can have one supplier responsible for entire network so that nobody is blaming each other in case of something goes wrong, And from the financial point of view, it does not require much of capex for the company to start this business. The low capex industry is still giving reasonable revenue. So we have business for passive connectivity solutions for telcos, which we have been doing from last few years. This year has been a turnaround year, not turnaround year, I would say increase in the business significantly the year, where we would be doing so roughly about 400 crores in the current year for telco-based passive connectivity solutions. We have also started designing passive connectivity solutions for data centers. As I said a little while back in answering another question, that we expect with our designs to come up in this year. Next year, we should be looking forward to get a revenue of 400 crore plus in this area of business also, mostly from export and also from Indian clients. This is my expectation from the data center PCS connectivity solution team. So both put together, this is my target. Now, how much of it achieve it is, of course, we have to see with, but I am pretty sure that with team's hard work, we should be able to reach to 1,000 crore revenue from PCS solution. These PCS solutions are mostly being produced in our materially subsidiary company, which is 74% owned by us and 26% owned by Government of India, HFCL Limited in Chennai. And these solutions are capable of giving service for connectivity to telcos and, as I said, designing for data centers also. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Moving on, next is Mr. Pramod Kumar Jain. Next speaker. I would request moderator to unmute Mr. Pramod Kumar Jain.
Sure, sir. Mr. Jain, could you please unmute your microphone and your camera and ask your question now?
नमस्कार, मैं प्रमोद जैन दिल्ली से चेयरमैन सर, बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर, सेक्टर डिपार्टमेंट का बहुत धन्यवाद करता हूं। आपने इस एजीएम में बोलने का मुझे अवसर दिया और आज के सभी प्रस्तावित रेजोल्यूशन का मैं समर्थन करता हूं। चेयरमैन सर, आपने आरंभिक स्पीच में कंपनी के वर्तमान भविष्य के बारे में इतना बता दिया है, अब हमारे पे कोई सवाल पूछने को रहा ही नहीं। हमें आपकी लीडरशिप पे पूरा भरोसा है। आपकी लीडरशिप में हमारी कंपनी दिन दूनी रात चौगुनी तरक्की करेगी, ऐसी मैं मंगल कामना करता हूं। जय जिनेंद्र, नमस्कार।
धन्यवाद प्रमोद जी, आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपकी शुभकामनाओं के लिए। और कंपनी की हमेशा ये कोशिश रहेगी कि अच्छे से अच्छा काम कर सकें। उतार चढ़ाव तो देखिए हर व्यापार में आते हैं, रेवेन्यू कभी थोड़ा कम हो जाता है मार्केट कंडीशंस के हिसाब से। हमारा प्रयास ये रहता है कि वैसे समय में भी टेक्नोलॉजीज के ऊपर काम करते रहें, जिससे ग्रोथ फेज जब भी आता है मार्केट में उसका हम एडवांटेज ले सकें। जैसा मैंने थोड़ी देर पहले कहा, फाइबर ऑप्टिक केबल बिजनेस, 5G टेलीकॉम बिजनेस, इन सब में फाइबर ऑप्टिक केबल में खास करके 2 साल मार्केट की पोजीशन अच्छी नहीं थी, लेकिन हमने टेक्नोलॉजीज के ऊपर काम किया, नए टाइप ऑफ फाइबर पे काम किया, नए टाइप ऑफ केबल पे काम किया। उसका नतीजा ये निकला, आज जब मार्केट अच्छा हुआ है तो हमें बहुत से अच्छे ऑर्डर मिल रहे हैं। 800 करोड़ के लगभग तो एक्सपोर्ट के ऑर्डर मिल चुके हैं। आशा करता हूँ कि ये 2 क्वार्टर जो हैं, थर्ड एंड फोर्थ क्वार्टर, इसमें भी बहुत अच्छी मात्रा में एक्सपोर्ट और लोकल ऑपरेटर्स के ऑर्डर हमें जरूर मिलेंगे। तो अच्छे समय में अपने फायदा लेने का तरीका यही है, टेक्नोलॉजीज के ऊपर आप काम करते रहें, निराश न हो। एक किसी पुरानी कहावत है ना कि यू शुड रिपेयर द रूफ व्हेन देयर इज सनशाइन। जब बरसात आने लगेगी तब आप छत ठीक नहीं कर सकते, जब सनशाइन हो तभी छत ठीक कर लीजिए। एक मुहावरा ही है, लेकिन ये हर टेक्नोलॉजी कंपनी पे खरा उतरता है और मैं इसका हमेशा बहुत ध्यान रखता हूँ।
Thank you, sir. Next speaker is Mr. Murlidhar Talreja, and next to that, Mr. Parth Mehta is there. So please be ready. First, you can take moderator to Mr. Murlidhar Talreja.
Sure, sir. Mr. Talreja, we've unmuted your microphone. Can you ask your question now?
हेलो सर, आवाज आ रही है?
बिल्कुल
हाँ
आ
जी, हाँ
रही
जी।
है।
चेयरमैन और डायरेक्टर मुरलीधर दिल्ली से आशिका तल्लेजा के साथ मैं बोल रहा हूँ। चेयरमैन और सर की स्पीच में मेरे सारे डाउट दूर हो गए हैं। आपकी और आपकी स्टाफ की मेहनत की से कंपनी बहुत अच्छा काम कर रही है। मैं ईश्वर से कामना करता हूँ कि हमारी कंपनी खूब तरक्की करे। सेक्रेटरी डिपार्टमेंट का धन्यवाद करना चाहता हूँ कि जिन्होंने मुझे बोलने का मौका दिया। आपके सारे रेगुलेशन का सपोर्ट करता हूँ। आपको और आपकी टीम को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद और आने वाले त्योहारों का बहुत बहुत बधाई हो। थैंक यू। मुरलीधर।
Thank you.
मुरलीधर जी नमस्कार, और आपके शुभकामनाओं के लिए आपको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। आगे आने वाले त्योहारों के लिए भी आप सबको, आपके परिवार को, सारे शेयर होल्डर्स को मेरी तरफ से बहुत बहुत बधाई। धन्यवाद।
Moderator, now we can move to Mr. Parth Mehta.
Sure, sir. Mr. Parth Mehta, could you please unmute your microphone and ask your question now?
Good afternoon, sir, and everybody present in the meeting. Sir, I had a couple of questions. The first one being, I want to understand the export market for our 5G products.
5G products we have still not started exporting, because 5G though is one standard, but different countries work on different frequencies and different kind of requirements. So what we did, first design the products, those which are more applicable in India. And we got orders worth about 800 crores for those products. I think in a month or two, we will be completing the designs of the fixed wireless access 5G products, which are required in Europe and North America. Which works on different frequency bands and different kind of technological specifications. 5G is a generic thing, but the frequency bands are different in different countries. Certain technical specifications are different in different countries. So we have to design accordingly. There are separate frequency bands in North America, there are separate frequency bands in Europe. So now we have designed products, which I said would be completed in a month or two time, and we would be looking to export those products in the international market. Wi-Fi access points, we have started exporting to some extent. We will try to put more effort on that now. Routers, again, I hope there will be reasonably good market for routers. We have just completed the design. Bulk production has just started last month only. Rather, I would say more like this month only. And bulk supplies have been started in India. BharatNet program, we are the largest suppliers of routers in the BharatNet program of Government of India, competing with largest of the multinationals. So next version of the routers, which we will be starting to design in few months, we will be able to export that also when we complete the design of that particular version. Because the versions keep on changing from country to country, requirement to requirement, and we will be working accordingly.
Thank you, sir. Any more question, Mr. Parth? I think we have lost him. Moderator, we can move to now Mr. Ravi Subramaniam.
Sure, sir. Mr. Ravi Subramaniam, could you please unmute your audio and video and ask your question now? We will wait for a moment while Mr. Subramaniam unmutes his connection.
Yeah, Mr. Subramaniam, please go ahead.
Good morning, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, good morning, sir. First of all, I thank you very much for our team to achieve this excellent result. There are only two questions for me, sir. One is actually, there is a news that company receives approval for 1,000-acre land allotment in Andhra Pradesh for defense manufacturing recently. And when is likely to impact our production, sir, actually, at top level? And number two is, there, I feel, whether it's right or wrong, as I feel, there's a threat for our next wave of connectivity, that is satellite-based telecom is going on in all over world, actually, like Starlink and all. How it's going to affect our business, optic fiber business? These are my two questions. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Subramanian. Very pertinent questions.
Mm.
Very pertinent questions, I would say. First of all, this 1,000 acre of land allotment in Andhra Pradesh has happened recently, week ago or so. And this land, 1,000 acre looks to be very large, but there is a specific reason for taking such kind of a size of land. Because as I had said earlier also in some of the investor meetings and all, the company wishes to enter into ammunition business. And ammunition business requires large piece of land away from habitated areas because of inherent security concerns and dangers. So that's why 1,000 acre of land has been allotted to us, and it would have, special magazines and secured bunkers kind of a things to store ammunitions and produce ammunitions so that it does not cause any hazard to any nearby population, if at all, and remain secured. So that's why such large piece of land. We expect, we are in discussion with a couple of companies for technology transfer, including DRDO, to manufacture different kind of ammunition. One technology we have already secured, which is multi-mode hand grenade, which would be one of the first product which would come up here. Subsequently, electronic fuses will also be produced here. We are also in discussion with companies to produce shells for 155 gun, which is in a common parlance we know as a Bofors gun. But there are different variations of that. Also now indigenously designed 155 gun is also available. These are some of the things we are looking at. But if you ask me when the production would start, not before at least 2 years. It will take at least 2 years before we are able to start. That is number one. But I must say this is a very large market. India needs self-reliance in this area. So in time of war if at all, God forbid, we don't want war to happen, but one has to be always prepared for that. Country would not have to look at import of ammunition at such critical time. There would be few more people who are going to produce this, few more companies, yes, but the demand is so high. We believe that some of the specialized ammunition we are looking at, with indigenization and cost being achieved as lower, I think it would have a reasonably good demand in India and abroad. Coming to your very pertinent question on satellite communication. Well, satellite communication is for specific niche needs. It's not for mass consumption because of the high cost. Satellite phone, if you take, the per month cost would be 4 or 5 times than the today's mobile charges you pay on a per month basis. Mobile are available as cheap as 90 rupees or 120 rupees per month subscription to 300 or 400 rupees. In 300 rupees, you get so much of data you can't even consume in a month. So satellite communication was going to be much more costlier than this. So this would be practically be required to be used in very remote areas, jungles or mountains or deserts, where no terrestrial communication or classical mobile communication is available. So it is not a threat to existing operators. It's not a threat to existing operators. It's more of a complementary nature for inaccessible areas. These would be required, or maybe some kind of disaster relief if some disaster, flood or earthquake happens and you need immediate communication. Those are the areas where satellite communication would be required. So this is more of a niche, not a threat to existing fiber optic network or mobile communication network. So it would not have any impact on our business. Thank you, Mr. Subramanian. Thank you for your questions.
Moderator, we can now move to Mr. Vimal Kumar Agarwal or Mr. Sanjog Saraf, whosoever is available.
Sure, sir. Mr. Bimal Kumar Agarwal, may we request you to unmute your audio and video and ask your question? We will wait for a moment while Mr. Agarwal unmutes his connection.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can.
Yes, good afternoon to you. First,
Good
good afternoon, good evening, good night, and good morning to other shareholders or other directors who have joined from the different part of the world. Sir, first of all, thank you for a lovely speech. But sir, please answer all the question at last, because all 18 members are waiting in the line. It becomes too difficult for the other people to wait. Please answer all the at last. That's my humble request, because all are waiting in the line and their data also gets over and they have to join other meeting also. Please, next time, now you have given, but don't do next time. Let me start by thanking the CS team for creating such a beautiful and informative AGM report. I am very much sure that the rich experience of the board of this company, HFCL, will guide the management team to achieve bigger milestone in the years to come. I have no question, because already my question was raised by the other speaker. That's all from me, and I have already supported all the resolution for the same. That's all from me. Thank you very much. Please continue with your conference in future, because people from all over the India, all over the world can join the meeting. That's all from me. And I know this is a surviving company. I'm a shareholder from when I saw the price to 3,000, then I saw the price to below 10 rupees also. And they survived and go keep it up. That's all from me. Thank you very much. And I supported all the resolution for the same.
Thank you,
Short
sir.
answer, Mr. Agarwal. Thank you.
Moderator, quickly take Mr. Sanjog.
Sure, sir. Mr. Sanjog Saraf, so may we request you to please unmute your connection? You may ask your question now.
Or if he is not there, then you can take Mr. Praveen Kumar, next speaker.
हेलो अरे
Yes,
हाँ
sir.
मैं
Yes,
हाँ
sir.
हाँ, आ गए हैं, आ
आप
गए।
एक मिनट इंतजार कीजिए सर। हाँ, माननीय सभापति जी, उपस्थित निर्देशक मंडल के सदस्यगण, अधिकारी और कर्मचारीगण, मैं संतोष सराफ बंगलोर से बोल रहा हूँ। सर, आप आशा करता आप सब स्वस्थ होंगे। सर, बैलेंस शीट काफी अच्छी है आपकी, उसके लिए सीएफओ को धन्यवाद दूंगा। मेरा एक ही प्रश्न, आपने कहा आपकी स्कोर ईएजी स्कोर 74 है, तो मैं जानना चाहूंगा हमारी कंपनी इस ईएजी स्कोर को किस तरह कंपनी के बेनिफिट के लिए यूटिलाइज कर सकती है। क्या हम कोई ग्रीन बॉन्ड या कोई हम ईएजी बॉन्ड इश्यू करके पैसा उठाए, उसको फिर डेब्ट मार्केट में जैसे एनएसए बीसी में लिस्टेड करें, इसके बारे में बताइएगा सर। और अपना फ्यूचर में आगे क्या प्लान है सर? जो टैरिफ का हुआ है, टैरिफ का इफेक्ट को हमारी कंपनी पे आ रहा है, ये भी बताने का करिए सर। ज्यादा कुछ नहीं, आपसे डिस्कस करूंगा। आप सदा बीसी मीटिंग रखिए। देखिए, मैं बंगलोर से आपकी मीटिंग अटेंड कर सकता हूँ, इसके कारण ये बीसी मीटिंग है बोल के। और नाटा जी, आपकी लंबी उम्र की कामना करता हूँ और भगवान से प्रार्थना करता हूँ आपके छत्र सामने हमारी कंपनी काफी अच्छी चलेगी। मैं मॉडरेटर का आभार प्रकट करता हूँ और आने वाले फाइनेंशियल की आप सभी को शुभकामना देता हूँ। भगवान से प्रार्थना करता हूँ ये फाइनेंशियल आप सभी के लिए अच्छा, स्वस्थ और हेल्दी रहेगा। सर, आपको आने वाले त्योहारों की भी शुभकामना देता हूँ, चाहे वो आपके राष्ट्रीय त्योहार हो चाहे पर्सनल त्योहार हो, उस सबकी शुभकामना देता हूँ। भगवान से प्रार्थना करता हूँ ये त्योहार आपकी हमारी सबकी जिंदगी में खुशियाँ और आनंद लेके आएंगे। जय हिंद, जय भारत, नमस्कार।
सौरभ साहब, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपकी शुभकामनाओं के लिए। आपको भी हमारी तरफ से बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं। और जहाँ तक कंपनी के बारे में आपने सवाल पूछा कि कंपनी ये ग्रीन बॉन्ड या कोई, ये ग्रीन बॉन्ड का और का नहीं, इन चीज़ों का हमें फायदा ये होता है, कोई ग्रीन बॉन्ड और इशू करने का नहीं है, लेकिन इन चीज़ों का देखिए आजकल जो फॉरेन ऑपरेटर्स है ना, वो सस्टेनेबिलिटी की तरफ बहुत ध्यान देते हैं। सस्टेनेबिलिटी ऑफ एनवायरनमेंट का स्कोर होता है उनके टेंडर इवेल्युएशन में, और टेंडर इवेल्युएशन में जो स्कोर होता है उसमें एनवायरनमेंट सस्टेनेबिलिटी के लिए आप क्या काम कर रहे हैं उसका वो बहुत ध्यान रखते हैं। तो जैसे आप सोलर पावर यूज करें, विंड पावर यूज करें, वेस्टेज कम से कम करें, आपका मैन्युफैक्चरिंग प्रोसेस ऐसा हो जिसमें वेस्टेज कम से कम हो, तो उन चीज़ों का बहुत ध्यान रखा जाता है। और टेंडर इवेल्युएशन प्रोसेस में उन चीज़ों के स्पेसिफिक मार्क्स होते हैं। आप प्राइस में लो हो लेकिन सस्टेनेबिलिटी स्कोर आपका कम हो तो शायद आपको ऑर्डर कम मिलेंगे। इसलिए सस्टेनेबिलिटी जितनी अच्छी होगी उतनी ही आपकी वैल्यू जो इंटरनेशनल कस्टमर्स आज के दिन हैं उनकी निगाह में बढ़ेगी। उनकी निगाह में ये होगा कि ये कंपनी कार्बन फुटप्रिंट कम क्रिएट करती है, या ये कंपनी रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी का ज़्यादा यूज़ करती है। इन चीज़ों को ध्यान में रख के ऑर्डर के डिसीजंस में फ़र्क पड़ता है, मार्किंग में फ़र्क पड़ती है। इसलिए हम सस्टेनेबिलिटी की तरफ ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा ध्यान दे रहे हैं कि आज इंटरनेशनल कस्टमर्स की नज़र में कंपनी को जब भी उनके टेंडर हो, रिक्वेस्ट हो, प्रपोजल हो, ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा मार्क्स मिल सके।
Thank you, sir. Moderator, we can now move to Mr. Praveen Kumar, if
Sure,
he's
sir.
there.
I'll just unmute. Mr. Praveen Kumar, could you please unmute your connection and you can ask your question now?
I'm audible, sir?
You are,
Yes,
sir.
yes.
A very, very good afternoon to my respected chairperson, respected board of director, fellow shareholder, myself, Praveen Kumar, joining this meeting from New Delhi. Sir, it was very, very in-depth to the shareholder. I'm so lucky to be part of such a legacy. Healthy discussion with the shareholder, very, very informative. And last year, with so much adversity under your leadership, our company is coming out as a true winner under your leadership. And the future look bright in each and every vertical. My best wishes is always there for you, and higher standard of corporate governance is maintained by our respected company secretary, and their entire team. I wish them all the luck and all the best. At the end, sir, pray to the God that He will keep the momentum of creating value creation for a retail investor like me to long time to come, and wish you all the luck for the future. And thank you very much for this opportunity. God bless you with all the positivity. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
Thank you, Praveen ji. Thank you for good wishes. We also extend our warm good wishes to you for upcoming festivals, personally to you, your family, and all shareholders.
Then, sir, we have now left a few more shareholders. One is Mr. Ajay Kumar Jain, Mr. Manjeet Singh, Mr. Sarvjit Singh, Mr. Premvati, Mr. Abhinav Jain, Mr. K. Bharatraj. Moderator, if any one of them are available, you can take them one by one.
Sure, sir. Mr. Ajay Kumar Jain is no longer in the meeting. We'll move to Mr. Manjeet Singh. Sir, could you please unmute and ask your question now? Mr. Manjeet Singh? There seems to be no response from Mr. Manjeet Singh's connection. We will therefore move to our next speaker, Mr. Sarvjit Singh.
Hello, Chairman sir. Can you hear my voice?
Yes, Sarvajit ji, definitely.
Chairman sir, first of all, good afternoon to you, all the board of directors, all the staff of HFCL Limited and my co-fellow shareholder. चेयरमैन सर, गुड मॉर्निंग से चलती चलती मीटिंग सर हमारी गुड आफ्टरनून में जो आई है, ये सर हमारे सेक्रेटरी डिपार्टमेंट और इनकी पूरी की पूरी टीम की सर मेहनत है, जो सर एक एक शेयर होल्डर सर आपके सामने फ्रीक्वेंटली बोल पा रहा है। बाकी चेयरमैन सर, इन्वेस्टर को आप इन्वेस्टर फ्रेंडली अप्रोच देने के लिए सर उसकी इन्वेस्टमेंट पे जो डिविडेंड देते आए हैं हर साल, चाहे वो सर थोड़ा है, पर सर आपने उस प्रथा को बंद नहीं किया सर, टाइम टू टाइम आप डिविडेंड सर देते आए हैं। जिस तरीके सर हमारी कंपनी में सर फॉरेन इन्वेस्टर की इन्वेस्टमेंट भी बढ़ रही है, तो सर हमें पूरा विश्वास है आने वाला जो हमारा फ्यूचर है वो सर एक ब्राइट फ्यूचर है। और सर जिस तरीके से हमारी प्रमोटर होल्डिंग अराउंड 32% है सर, हम इसे बढ़ाने के लिए सर कोई बाय बैक वगैरह का प्लान कर रहे हैं, थोड़ा सा इस बारे में बताएं। बाकी चेयरमैन सर, जिस तरीके से आपने अपनी ओपनिंग रिमार्क्स में हमें कंपनी के बारे में बताया, उससे सर हमें क्लियर विजन होता है कि आने वाला जो हमारा फ्यूचर है वो सर एक ब्राइट फ्यूचर है। चेयरमैन सर, हम आपके सेक्रेटरी डिपार्टमेंट और मॉडरेटर का भी सर मैं धन्यवाद करना चाहूंगा सर, जिन्होंने मुझे बोलने का मौका दिया। चेयरमैन सर, अभी जो प्रीवियस स्पीकर थे सर मंजीत जी, वो बोल नहीं पाए, तो सर उनको मैं यहीं से ज्वाइन करा रहा हूँ, उनकी भी सर सुनिए।
हिमाचल फ्यूचर स्टिक कंपनी की मैनेजमेंट टीम, सेक्रेटरियल टीम और माय को शेयर होल्डर, मैं सभी का स्वागत करता हूं। टेलीकॉम इंफ्रा से जुड़ी हुई हमारी कंपनी नए दौर में और तरक्कियों का इजाद होगा, इसकी संभावना ये जो लैंड जो हमें मिला है आंध्र प्रदेश में, उससे भी जाहिर होता है। ये जो एक्सपेंशन प्लान आप करोगे आने वाले टाइम में, पूंजी की व्यवस्था करने के लिए हमने क्या सोचा है, कोई राइट इशू का भी हम इस तरफ सोचेंगे। इस एजीएम से जब चल रही थी, उससे पहले मेरे दिमाग में था कि मैं सर से पूछूंगा कि बोनस आने वाले टाइम में कब मिलेगा, लेकिन मैं अब ये पूछूंगा जी, और पूंजी जुटाने के लिए आप राइट इशू लाएंगे, क्योंकि जिस तरह के आप कार्य करने जा रहे हैं उसमें पूंजी की व्यवस्था आप किस तरह से करेंगे, थोड़ा आप इस बारे में हमें बताएंगे तो अच्छा रहेगा। सरकार भी हमारा साथ अच्छी तरीके से दे रही है। अभी जो 9,000 करोड़ रुपए का फायदा गवर्नमेंट ने हमें दिलवाया है, वो किस रूप में आया है, उसका बैलेंस शीट पर कितना असर रहेगा, कुछ जो पुराने कर्जे का कोई ऐसा था मामला, वो कुछ सही हुआ है, इसके बारे में मैं आपको मुबारकबाद दूंगा। बीएसएनएल की तरफ से समय समय पर जो हमें ऑर्डर मिलते रहते हैं, उनका पूरे करने की क्या योजना रहती है और उनको हम पूरा समय पर कर लेते हैं, इसके बारे में जो हमारे प्लांट हैं वो पूरा एक्सपेंशन से चल रहे हैं डिमांड के हिसाब से, या और उसमें एक्सपेंशन आप करेंगे, थोड़ा आप इस बारे में बताइए। हमारा कंपनी जो है शेयर बाजार के अंदर लिस्टेड है, हमारा बीएससी का कोड 500183 HFCL जो हमारा सिंबल है, उसका पूरा मान सम्मान करते हुए हमारे सेक्रेटरियल डिपार्टमेंट ने वैलेंटाइन बैलेंस शीट तैयार करी है और हमारे बोर्ड को हमारे साथ रूबरू करा है। सेक्रेटरियल टीम का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, जो हम मॉडरेटर के रास्ते से आपके साथ जुड़ पाए हैं। ये मेहनत का फल है सेक्रेटरियल डिपार्टमेंट का, जो हम आपसे इतना स्मूथली जुड़ पाए हैं। ये सुबह का समय जो मॉर्निंग से लेके और ये आफ्टरनून तक हमने आपसे जोड़ा, आप और आपने हमें अपनी कंपनी के बारे में बताया, ये आगे हमें लगता है कि हमारी इन्वेस्टमेंट को और मजबूती देगा और आपके नेतृत्व में
जिस तरह से आपने अपने रिमार्क्स में और एक एक सवाल का आपने जवाब दिया, और एज के बावजूद आपकी कैपेसिटी जो है वो 20-20, 50-55 डे जो तीनों तरह के इवेंट होते हैं उस मैच में खेलने की काबिलियत आप रखते हैं। इतने यंग हैं आप, और आपने जो है हर चीज का जवाब दिया है और इतने लंबे समय तक इस एजीएम को चलाया है। आगे आने वाले टाइम में आप तरक्की करो, दिन दूनी रात चौगनी तरक्की करो, इसकी हम आपसे आशा रखते हैं और भगवान से प्रार्थना करते हैं। थैंक यू फॉर द मैनेजमेंट टीम, थैंक यू फॉर द सेक्रेटरियल टीम। थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू।
मंजीत जी, सर्वजीत जी, आपका दोनों का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। देखिए, जहाँ तक बायबैक का आपने पूछा, ऐसा अभी कोई प्लान नहीं है। जहाँ तक बोनस का पूछा, अभी ऐसा कोई हमने नहीं सोचा है। लेकिन फंड रेस के बारे में जहाँ तक सवाल है, जैसा मंजीत जी सर्वजीत जी दोनों ने पूछा, एक एनेबलिंग रिजोल्यूशन इस एजीएम में हम कर रहे हैं। बोर्ड ने रिकमेंड किया है 700 करोड़ तक के फंड रेस के लिए जरूरत पड़ने पर। ये केवल एनेबलिंग रिजोल्यूशन है, अभी कोई डिसीजन इसके ऊपर हमने नहीं लिया। ये एनेबलिंग रेजोल्यूशन, यदि जरूरत पड़े, कोई विभिन्न जो कार्य मैंने आपको बताए, चाहे कोई फर्दर बैकवर्ड इंटीग्रेशन का हो, चाहे वो एमुनेशन बिजनेस का हो, इनकी ग्रोथ के लिए, तो उसके लिए एनेबलिंग रिजोल्यूशन किया है कि कभी जरूरत पड़े तो फंड रेस किया जा सके। अभी लेकिन कोई पुख्ता कार्यक्रम मैंने ऐसा बनाया नहीं है। और बाकी आप लोगों ने जो शुभकामनाएं दी, टीम की प्रशंसा की, इसके लिए आपको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
So I would request the remaining speakers to please limit their question to one only, because we are already in the meeting for last more than 1.5 hours, and still there are 3-4 shareholders. So next speaker is Ms. Premvati or Mr. Abhinav Jain.
So both of these speakers are no longer in the meeting, and even
Okay.
Mr. K. Bharatraj. So we will therefore move to our last speaker shareholder,
Okay.
that is Insect Securities and Finance Limited.
Okay. Please unmute them.
Sure, sir. We would, we've sent a prompt, so the member from Insect, could you please unmute the audio and video and ask your question?
Yeah, am I audible?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, good afternoon and Jai Hind everyone. Myself Diamond Dand from Insect Securities and Finance Limited, and I am attending this meeting from our Mumbai office. At the outset, congratulations to the board for consistent performance year after year, despite of various challenges, and wish this trend continues in years to come. We are extremely happy and proud to be a stakeholder of HFCL, which is very important and key player in India growth story, especially Atmanirbhar Bharat. Sir, though almost everything has nicely been covered by you, I have only two questions for you. One, what is the perspective on the opportunities and challenges in India's defense market, and how is HFCL positioning itself in this space? And second, can you please apprise us with the status and progress of the NFS projects executed by the company?
Diamond.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Your name itself inspires us a lot.
Thank you.
Good. Defense business, the way we need to grow is to design new equipment indigenously, grow technology indigenously. That is one part of it. Second part of it, lot of new defense technologies is coming worldwide to collaborate also with international companies. So we are working on both direction. Our local development I talked about, we have designed radars, thermal weapon sights, fuses. We are collaborating with DRDO. We are in discussion with a couple of foreign companies also for acquisition of technologies for latest design of ammunition, particularly, so that they could be introduced in our product range. So we are trying to grow both ways, indigenous design as well as foreign technology transfer. So these are the two things we are doing. So any other question?
Regarding NFS,
Okay, NFS, as I said, a little while ago, that it has been a remarkable network created by us, which in fact transformed the kind of bandwidth, kind of clarity our armed forces were getting in communication from all over the places, including the forward areas. And since it is a command, control, and communication system, decision making by higher commanders became very easy. And they could understand and view the battlefield situation and communicate with the field commanders with a very high ease and clarity. That gave them a lot of ability to communicate with each other and take decisions. And also, command and control means command and coordination between various weapon systems by which this network could be used. So it really contributed a lot to Army's capability, and future also it will contribute a lot because it's a standalone network, cannot be intruded by any outsider. It's a safe network for Army with a high bandwidth network, with a fail-proof network because if one side fails, another side starts operating. So it's a very resilient network which HFCL is proud to have created.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Diamond. Sir, with your permission, I have one more question. If you permit, I will take the last question of the day.
Okay.
Sir, that is, what are the HFCL's key 5G products? How does HFCL view the growth of data centers? And what impact does this have on the company's export business?
No, data center is a big growth area. Today, the hyperscale data centers are growing in the world at a hyperscale speed, I would say. Billions of dollars are getting invested worldwide in creation of new data centers, including India also. India is also growing a lot in data centers. Government, private sector, all are establishing more and more data centers because need of storage of data and dissemination of data with the advent of artificial intelligence and also with lot of use of video in different form of communication. Need of data center is increasing rapidly. Companies are investing billions of dollars. Now these data centers need high capacity fiber optic cables, which we have designed and we are exporting. And we are going to be selling to indigenous data centers also. Same point of time, passive connectivity solutions. We are designing, and next year onwards, we will be getting reasonably good amount of revenue from them also. So data center business has got a good potential for HFCL and a new business line for HFCL with our existing products, but new designs, new capabilities. And data centers will definitely contribute a lot to our growth.
Thank you, sir. That's all we have for today's meeting. So I would request now you to kindly conclude today's meeting.
Thank you, shareholders, my colleagues on the board, and all the employees of the company who really did a lot of background work to make this meeting a success. Thank you all my shareholders for your continued support, and I can assure you, your board, the entire staff, executives, employees of the company will work hardest possible to see that in the new technology environment, growing technology environment, changing technology environment, company is able to innovate and grow rapidly in this new era of communication and this new era of entire landscape of communication and data which is changing and bringing new technologies like AI in forefront, which are going to change how we work, how we live in very near future. And I can assure you, HFCL will always remain ahead in this road of technology and grow continuously and create opportunities out of these challenges of technology, which all of you can be proud of. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. As we draw this annual general meeting to a close, let us carry forward the spirit of resilience and ambition. I would like to close today's meeting with the remarks that success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. With that courage and with that collective strength of our shareholders and team, we will rise to greater heights and shape a future defined by excellence. With this, we conclude today's proceedings. On behalf of the company, its shareholders, I extend heartfelt thanks to all the board members, statutory auditors, and the secretarial auditor. Thank you, my dear shareholders, for taking time out and joining this AGM online. We look forward to have your presence and participation in our next AGM. Please note that e-voting is currently in progress and will remain open for next 30 minutes. If you have not yet voted, please do vote. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.